Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, I will be doing a full face of first impressions using Fenty Beauty makeup. I recently did a haul video showing you guys all of the makeup that I got from Fenty Beauty. So this is actually the finished look. I really wanted you guys to see what the makeup looks like because look at it, it's so pretty. Spoiler alert, I am absolutely obsessed with the gloss bomb. Oh my goodness. But enough said, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Alright you guys, let's get right into it. I'm going to go in with the Soft Silk Pro Filt'r Hydrating Primer, and I'm just going to take a little bit of this on the back of my hand and then just apply it all over the face. So I'm just taking the primer, getting a few pumps, and it does have a very light scent and it smells really nice. I don't remember if I smelled it when I did my haul video, but one of these products I remember smelling and really liking the scent because it's not something overpowering. It's quite pleasant, but I myself am not sensitive to smells. But so far this primer is going on very nicely. It feels like a nice moisturizer. It's not super tacky, it's like very slight, but that little bit of tackiness will be good for the foundation to stick to it. Hopefully anyways, I don't know, I haven't tried this primer before. Alright, so moving on to the foundation. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation, and I'm going in with the one in 230. So hopefully this shade works out for me. I did order all of this makeup online, so I just took the little test on their website, and this is the shade that was closest. There we go. I was just pumping over here for a while. And then I'm going to be using the sponge from the Fenty Beauty website. I don't remember what this is called, but it'll be up on the screen for you guys and also in the description box. This one is ready to go. I already ran it under some water and it feels so soft, you guys. I'm scared that I'm gonna fall in love with it because it is quite a price difference from my usual sponges, which are only $1. But alright, there is the foundation. I think that shade is a pretty good match for me. I don't remember if it was this one or the other foundation that I put a little bit on the back of my hand as well, just to see what the shade would look like. And I felt like the shade looked pretty good, but you don't truly know until you apply it on your face. And so far, I think that's a pretty good match. The foundation itself has like that same scent that the primer had, so I think that is Fenty's signature scent, and I like it. It smells really good. The coverage is also pretty good. You guys will see more of the coverage when I get down here to my neck because I have a lot of like recent acne marks. So once I get to my neck, I think you guys will get a better idea of the coverage. But I mean, on my face so far, that looks pretty good. This sponge is also doing a good job because I haven't gone back in to get more. I'm kind of using like the foundation that is already on the sponge and on the other parts of my face to go into the forehead, and like I'm still getting product to come off of this sponge. So far that's looking pretty good. It feels pretty good on the skin as well. It feels hydrating, so it's not completely like super lightweight. You can feel like there's something on your face, but it doesn't feel like a heavy cakey foundation, so it's like a nice feeling. Wow, that's pretty good. It does look a little bit heavy like around the nose area, but maybe I just need to blend it out a bit better, or I just need to exfoliate better around the nose. I do have a little bit of trouble around the nose sometimes. That is one of my problem areas, as well as like over here. As you guys know, I have the discoloration around my eyes as well, so you can see some of that peeking through. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way it looks so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to concealer. So this is the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Concealer, and this one is also in the shade 230. This is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna go out here where I have that discoloration, I'm gonna go a little bit down the nose, on the forehead, and I think a little bit on the chin. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the sponge and just blend it out. See how this does. Okay, it doesn't have as much coverage as I would want. It just kind of like melted into the skin, which isn't necessarily bad, but I can't really tell that I applied concealer, you know? So I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. Because I do want my concealer to help me conceal those problem areas, you know? Maybe I should have gone with the lighter concealer, but I did go with the same shade as the foundation. So maybe that's also why I'm getting the results that I'm getting. I feel like because of the price, it should be more full coverage. I don't know, I just feel like it could be better. So I am not super impressed with it, but I do have to try it out more. I can't say for sure yet. These are just first impressions, but for my first impressions, I am not super impressed. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the cream bronzer. So I'm gonna go find a good brush to use with this bronzer because I don't really know. I don't usually use cream products unless they're like the little sticks, so we'll see how that goes. All right, you guys, I am back with more brushes, and I realized I hadn't turned one of my lights on for the background, so now you can see that the background is a bit brighter. Sorry about that. I have a Real Techniques brush right here. This is pretty dense, so hopefully this one works out. And the shade that I'm using for the bronzer is Machiato. All right, so I think even though that shade is pretty warm, once I blend it out, it should work out. I'm gonna go in with a different brush, and I'm gonna take a little bit like on the sides of the nose and see how that goes. But you guys, look at this. That looks pretty good. This isn't meant to contour with, but I'm doing it anyways. But do you guys see how easily this blends out? Like, I'm not having any issues with it blending out. All right, so this is what we are looking like. The nose is a little bit crooked, but I mean, my nose is crooked, so I can't work miracles here. I'm pretty pleased with the way the bronzer looks. I definitely see myself using it often, so I think that is a win so far. But all right, you guys, I'm moving on to the powder, and I already opened it and there's some powder over here, so let me very carefully read what this is called because I forgot. This is the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Setting Powder, and I got the one in the shade Banana. So let me just take my little brush here, and then we're just gonna apply it to the face like normally. Oh, right away, it just like smooth. Let's see if you guys can tell on the forehead. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh. It's like applying a filter, which is very fitting because this is called Pro Filt'r. Wow. All right, you guys, I do not care how much this powder costs because you need it in your life, okay? Look at what it did to my face. That looks so good. Yes. I feel like special, like luxurious, pampered, like, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel good. These products are making me feel good. They're making me feel like I'm that girl, you know? Do you guys ever get that feeling from your makeup? Because it's a good feeling, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the brows. And the brow pencil that I got is the Brow MVP. This is the Ultra Fine Brow Pencil and Styler. And this one is in the shade Soft Black. And I told you guys in the haul video that I was very intrigued by this brow pencil because of the little brush. Like, it looks like a little toothbrush. So I hope that it works out very well, but I do love micro brow pencils, so I don't think the brow pencil itself is gonna be bad. I'm just very curious and a little bit scared about this brush, but it's so cute. As you guys can see, my brows are super sparse, and I do pluck them still, so you know, not a good choice. Okay. Well, that blended out the product pretty well. I didn't really have any issues with it just now, but it definitely felt different. I'm not used to it yet. So this is what it looks like without me like brushing it out. So let me go ahead and brush it out. It's so different. Alright, so I went ahead and finished one brow. I think it looks pretty good, and I didn't have too much trouble with the little brush, but it did take me a little bit longer than it usually takes me when I'm using the brow pencils that have a spoolie at the end. So I feel like I definitely have to use this more to get used to it, but I think overall it did a pretty good job. I'm really happy with the way my brow came out, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow off camera and then I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so brows are done and they look pretty good. Not my best work, but not my worst. I definitely have to practice with this more, but I do like it. I do like the way my brows look, so I will definitely keep using this. Moving on, oh my goodness, you guys, I totally forgot that the blush that I got is the cream blush, and I already applied powder, so I feel like I'm not gonna get the full experience with this blush because I already have the powder, but you know, we're still gonna try it out because I was like super excited. I mean, I'm still excited about it, but I'm just now a little bit sad about the powder thing. But anyways, the blush that I got is the cream blush. This one is in Strawberry Drip and it is like a beautiful coral red. All right, let's go ahead and apply it to the cheeks. Ooh, right away you do. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but here in person I can see the pigment. Like you can definitely see the blush. So I feel like these could possibly be worn as both sheer, or you can build it up. There we go. Yeah, I feel like you could definitely build these up and get more of that blushy shade. I may have applied too much, but this is a really pretty color. And it actually applied really nicely, even though I have the powder on my face already. So that's really nice, you guys. I'm gonna apply a little bit on the nose because, you know, that's what we're doing nowadays. We're applying a little bit of blush on the nose. That's what 2020 has come to, but it's cute. I mean, I'm all about it. And I'm just applying a little bit on the forehead to get a little bit more color. I just want this beautiful blush all over the place. Okay, so I will for sure be using this blush in the future. It is so cute. And you can definitely, like I said, build it up or wear it more like sheer. I don't know how it would work if you did it with your fingers, but it works pretty good with a brush. I just used my AOA Studio brush. This one was $1 and it's just their F14 brush. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to eyeshadow. I have two palettes. I have the #1 True Neutrals and then #8 Pastel Frost. So I had forgotten the name, but this is what the packaging looks like. I'm gonna start off with the True Neutrals. And I already showed you guys in my haul video what this palette looks like. But for those of you guys that haven't seen it, this is what the palette itself looks like. And then once you open it up, these are the shades. And they do have shade names. They are on the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the shade Come and Get It, which is this one right there. So this one right here. I think my camera is overheating, so I might have to take a break. So I'm just gonna apply that shade on the crease. And hopefully I don't have an issue with fallout since I did already do my base, but we will see as we keep working. Okay, well that blended out pretty nicely. I was about to say well, and then I started to say nicely, so I had to stop myself so that I didn't say both of the words at the same time. But yeah, it's doing a pretty good job so far. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and go in with this shade right here. I don't really know how to pronounce that, and I don't want to butcher it. Oh no, I put a huge nail mark into this poor shade right here. Oh no. But I'm going to take this one right here and apply it a little bit on the crease as well, but mostly on the outer V, just to give our eyes some dimension. So that's looking pretty good. I do need to blend out some more right here. But overall, I think it's doing a pretty good job. Alright, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the number 8 Pastel Frost palette. And we're going to play with some color. These are all shimmers, and they're all pretty colorful shades. So we'll see how that goes. But this palette definitely caught my attention when I first saw it on the website, because it is just so beautiful. Look at all these pretty colors. This one right here is just like calling my name. I know I've been doing a few blue looks lately, but I'm just taking some of this shade on a flat brush and I'm gonna apply it all over the lid. Let's see how that looks. Ooh. Or I could just do like a little halo eye moment. I don't know. I kind of want to apply it all over the lid because it looks very pretty. Ooh, these I do have to be careful with, because since they are shimmers, they are more likely to have fallout. I didn't have any issues with the other palette with fallout, but I know shimmers can be a bit more tricky or hard to work with. But my camera is running pretty low on battery, so I'm just gonna keep working on this shade, and then I'm going to add a little bit more of the other palette. I'm gonna go back in to this dark shade and apply it like on the outer V and the crease so that it can bring the whole look together. So I'm not just gonna leave it like this. All right, you guys, I'm back. The eyes are done. I feel like a whole different person. To finish up the eyes, I basically did what I told you guys. I went in with the darker brown on the outer V and then a little bit on the crease to darken things up a little bit, and then I added more of this glittery or shimmery shade up here, just so that it wasn't as patchy, because some areas did look a bit patchy, and that's basically it. And then I just blended quite a bit. I could have taken more time to blend out more because some areas do need some more work, but overall I think it looks pretty good. For the eyelashes, I used the AOA Studio Faux Mink lashes. They come in these little boxes, and I used the ones in the style Tracy. And then for the lash glue and eyeliner, I didn't get a Fenty liner, so I used the AOA Studio Super Strip Lash Adhesive. This is a dark lash glue, so it dries down black, but it doesn't dry down like a matte black. It's like a glossy black, so do keep that in mind with this one. I don't dislike that. I don't mind, so I do like to use it. I feel like it works pretty well. And then to touch up like on the waterline and stuff like that, I used my ColourPop liquid liner in the shade Numero Uno. And I'm just trying to hold it correctly so I could show you guys, but that's what this one looks like. Oh, and then down here I used this shade. I forgot to put on my other earring while I was talking to you guys. There we go. Alright, so moving on to lipstick. I have both lipstick and lip gloss. I have the Mattemoiselle Plush Matte Lipstick, and I got the one in the shade Thicc, Thicc. And oh my gosh, I feel so bad about using this because it has the Fenty Beauty like imprint. And this is just like a nice little mauve shade. This has absolutely no scent, so for those of you guys that are sensitive to smells, you guys are gonna love this. But it's applying pretty well so far. I definitely like this color. I love mauve shades. Alright, so that is what the lipstick looks like. I think that looks really nice, very pretty. I love this shade, so I will definitely keep using this lipstick. I didn't have any issues with it. The pigment is nice. You get nice coverage. There's like no patchiness. It didn't cling to any dryness, and I have a lot of dryness. I struggle with my lips because I'm always biting them, even though I shouldn't be. It's just a thing that I do. It's just like a bad habit. But I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the gloss bomb. I am super excited about this one because every video I have watched about Fenty Beauty products, everyone seems to love these, and I opened it up the other day and it smells so good, you guys. So good. Like, it smells like candy. I can't wait to try it on. I didn't try it on. I really wanted to, but I didn't. So I'm going to apply it over the lipstick and see how it looks. By the way, this one is in Fenty Glow. Wow. Wow. Okay, I understand. I understand. Wow. This feels so good and it smells so good. Don't judge me. It tastes good. Probably shouldn't eat it. Don't eat it. But wow. You guys, look at my lips. They look so good. Like, for real though. These two right here. These two right here, and then I really liked the blush too. Oh my gosh, I'm not even done. All right, I am almost done, you guys. I'm just going to apply the highlighter. So let me go ahead and put on some setting powder, setting spray, and then I will move on to highlighter because I really like to apply highlighter after setting spray. Just because I feel like it pops a little bit more, you know. But anyways, I didn't get a setting spray. I don't remember if they had one or not on the website. I'm not sure if Fenty Beauty sells setting sprays, but I didn't get one. So if they do, I'm really sorry. But I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Alright, so for highlighter, I'm going in with the Kilowatt Freestyle highlighter, and this one is in the shade Hustler Baby. And this is the mini version. The regular highlighter is much bigger than this, but this is what it looks like. Highlighter and eyeshadow is usually my weakness, but like recently trying out different things like I should is making me fall in love with so many different things, such as a lip gloss. I never knew I would be so obsessed with a lip gloss, and I am definitely obsessed. Now I'm just being crazy with the highlighter and applying it all over the place because, I mean, it's so beautiful. Alright, you guys, but this is the finished look. Oh my goodness. This turned out better than I thought. When I was applying the eyeshadow and my battery was dying and my camera was overheating, I was like, oh my goodness, is this video gonna work out? But I feel like everything worked out. Everything came together. I really like this look. My lips are, I am obsessed with the way my lips look at the moment. But alright, you guys, that is everything for today's video. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.